But that is not the case with me.
Okay, the question being then, the 400-foot reciprocal, will that impact any of your neighbor's ground from the building?
There is no expansion, period.
No, I'm not talking about expansion. I'm saying the 400-foot reciprocal right now, would that impact from either one of your neighbor's property? Is your building 400 foot from the property line, all the way around?
Mine is about 120 from the property line, but the neighbor that owns the property to the east of me has a huge sinkhole, and there's a big, I mean, they're not going to build there. They wouldn't be able to start building after 600 feet past my property line.
But it would still be an asset. It would still be an asset.
I think that when we took the oath to this, we were not to take a vote if it does have financial gain on it. And we took that seriously. I'm telling you right now that I do not have anything financial to gain from this vote.
Okay. And that needed to be stated out in public. Okay, for both of you.
Well, I resent the accusation that come about on it.
Well, I'm not saying it as an enemy. I'm saying it as a friend. And you've done some sketchy things before. And it's just, okay, here it is. It can look sketchy. It can look sketchy.
I'd like to know if you're using this as a platform for your politics.
In a way, yes. In a way, yes. You know, because this is a public thing. This is a public thing. And if you encroach upon somebody else's property rights, because you can go ahead and put this back in committee, everybody goes home. Okay? And until somebody says something in public in the newspaper, then it won't come forward again and you can sneak it on through. You've been on this reciprocal setback like a tick on a dog. Why, David?
Because it's equality. And whenever we did this, it had no preference over any faction in this. The landowners, like I did the analogy of point A and point B. Now, what you're wanting us to do in there, the reason I put it with reciprocal setbacks is that basically we are trying to get site location where there's not a dense population and where there's not against residences. What good is it whenever you allow the residences to come in closer than what you originally established? What good is that?
On the setback.
What is the reasoning behind that?
If you can
If the
build your own
setback
house,
is originally good,
yeah, I'm not going to. I don't want to get in an argument with you. It looks sketchy. I'm pointing it out that it looks sketchy. If you decide to recuse yourself or not, that's up to you. And this is politics, Shauna. This is politics. This is government affecting the community. And I have other platforms I can use. And I told you...
you will not use it here.
Okay.
Because we are directing to a specific item.
All right.
We will not use this as a political platform.
All right.
Now, I would like to, going back for a minute, a couple of things that have been said are pretty intriguing. Because we bat around the idea of mandatory lot sizes, and it's been mentioned about purchasing setback rights, which is largely the same thing, or very, very similar to it. And that's pretty intriguing. And how, should we write that into this ordinance? I'm not trying to weasel out, okay? You pretty much know where I'm going to vote. But I'm curious if we should incorporate that in, because those are pretty intriguing changes to this, where we define, how that setback will come into being. Whether we want to define whether the CFO owner could purchase setback rights, or we mandate a minimum lot size for them to accomplish the same thing. And should we be talking about that? To get into more detail on the reciprocal issue.
how would you go about buying the setback?
Well, see, that was gonna be a question, because I don't know. I mean, you've got, there's right-of-way laws on the books, that kind of thing. But I don't know how you would address it, I'm just asking the question, because that's money down the lot size.
All right,